Bullshit Gaming, one of you today, and today I am making a video on getting detected by a guard in any custom map or any scenario you want to use this in. And first I'm gonna have to say, yes, I missed another week. Last week there was no video, and I guess it's just kind of still for the same reasons. I kind of forgot. It was also vacation for me, so another reason I probably forgot it, and just kind of didn't make time for it / have time for it. So yeah, I was kind of busy in the vacation also, so that happened. Nothing I can do about it now. I'm just gonna get on with the video and not spend a lot of time talking about it like last time. So you might have seen the villager wander around here a few times by now. So what this whole thing is about is I'm gonna try to get past him. This is just a really quick demonstration. Okay, he's walking that way, and I made it to these houses that are actually just walls. But now I'm gonna fly around. I'm gonna do this a second time. This time it's gonna go a lot less smoothly, and well, actually nothing's gonna happen because I'm in creative, but that doesn't matter. So, oh no, he turns around. I've been detected, and it's a zombie. But the zombie doesn't attack me because I'm in creative, and he's kind of on fire because it's daytime. Can I save the zombie? He's still on fire though. Well, I guess it's hopeless. You're gonna die, buddy. Oh, I guess not. So yeah, he turns into a zombie, and of course, if I were in survival, the zombie would attack me and eventually kill me. So, the whole idea behind this is that you can kind of have guards in any kind of map patrolling on a certain pattern that it would, because this one was just going from this end of the street to here, turning around, going back over here, turning around, on and on. And that's just kind of his pattern, and you would have to try to sneak past him, but you could also make him go like this, and maybe go into an alleyway here and then go back again, or you can make one walk circles, or you could let one walk free to do whatever he wants. And but letting one walk free, by the way, wouldn't actually work that good with this system. But yes, basically the point is, if you're in front of him by about 5 blocks, probably 6 blocks maybe, he will spot you. If you're at the side of him or behind him, he will not detect you. And now I'm gonna try to oh, he was really almost dead. He only just survived that. Now I'm gonna demonstrate the second thing that could happen. So what we're gonna do here. By the way, this does not keep. I don't think this that matters how high you are. So if I'm all the way up here and he turns around right now, okay, no, he doesn't see me. So if you're really high above him, he doesn't see you. Let's see if I go down a bit lower. Does he see me now? I didn't actually test out the height at which this works, but at least when you're right in front of him. So I am gonna drop down behind him, and I touched him kind of before he turned around also, because the thing I was trying to demonstrate is that he doesn't only detect you when, well, he turns around and sees you, but also if you touch him. So if you're occupying the same block as him, or are basically within a 1 block radius. So let's say he's standing right here on the repeater, and if you're standing on any of these blocks, he will also detect you. So you need to try and like kind of stay away from him. And yeah, that's basically it. And now I'm gonna show this whole system and how it works. So I'm gonna turn this off. It's basically useless right now. So the 2 buttons I press to activate this are this one, which summons the villager at the right coordinates on the street with no AI. So the villager actually had no AI, it wasn't able to do anything at all. And the custom name guard, so that I can identify it from the other villagers in the world that there might be, so that you don't kill all of them if you use a kill command, or don't TP all of them if you use a TP command. Next, I've got this really long clock. Well, like kind of a loop. So this could maybe be done in a more efficient ways, but I just did it this way because it's kind of simple, and I just kind of did it like this. So I'm just TPing at E, type is villager, name is guard, to -1 in the Z direction, which is that way. And then when that entire row is done, it comes right here, right to that end, and then this entire row TPs it to the positive Z, which is the other way. So that is what makes it go like from one end to the other end again and again. And the other 2 command blocks right here, every time he turns around, his rotation score is changed. Basically my rotation score, but it doesn't matter whose score it is, it just matters that it's there. So it's 1 when he's looking that way, and it's 2 when he's looking that way. So that's how we detect if he is detecting me, if he is seeing me. And then this one changes his entity data so that it changes his rotation. So this one sets his rotation to 180 on the x-axis, I think. The first one at least. That one when you look this way. And then the other one changes his and this one changes it to 0. And then as you can see here, it changes his rotation score to 2. So that basically just makes him turn around all the time and changes his score. Now why change the score? That's because of this. Whenever the rotation score is 1, so when he is looking that way, I thought. Yeah, when he's looking that way, this clock is constantly going. So it's this one, what this is doing is testing for the rotation score of 1, and then it is executing at the villager named guard 4 blocks in that direction. It is testing for any players within a radius of 4. So that's a pretty big radius, and basically if you're inside that radius, which is kind of like a diamond shape, I guess, and then you will be detected. And if that is true, the comparator activates and it will say in the chat, you have been detected. And then it will execute at the villager, name as guard. It will summon a zombie with the custom name guard, also, so that you can once again identify the zombie. Or just so that you can see that it's the guard zombie and not just a normal one. And then it kills the villager with the name guard, so that you don't have a zombie just coming out of the villager and the villager just merrily keeps walking like nothing happened. And this one basically does the same, but this one is testing for a score of 2. Now this one is testing for score underscore rotation underscore min. Now that's because this one tests if the score is 1 or below, which would be 0, because there's nothing else below 1 except minus. But then you've got a whole bunch of numbers. And this one is testing if the score is a minimum of 2. So it has to be 2 or higher than 2. And that's how we keep them apart. And then once again, a test for the radius, but this one tests for at 4 blocks that way, because that's the way he's looking then. And then it says you've been detected, kills the villager, and summons a zombie, and then kills the villager. So that's basically it. And these two are on a clock. What these are doing is they are constantly changing these 2 blocks to unpowered comparators, because otherwise the rotation would become 1. And the comparator would be active, but if it would see you then, the comparator would still be active, so it couldn't be reactivated. So it's constantly being deactivated, and it's gonna get reactivated every time until it switches to this one. This one's gonna do the same, that's why it flickers on and off. And yeah, that's what these are for. They just have a set block, coordinates, and an unpowered comparator. And since this is facing north, I didn't have to put in any numbers, because they standardly face north when you set block them. And then this one is the last one. This one is executing at the villager named guard. It is constantly testing for any person within a range of 0.5. I guess I did 0.5, so you have to be quite close for this one to work then. But it does the same thing basically. You have been detected, summons the zombie, kills the villager. But then if you're just really close to him, and they don't have, this one doesn't have to score. So this one works even if you just have a normal villager named guard walking around. If you just walk against him, he will detect you. But the reason I said having a villager that walks around wouldn't work is you can't know which way he is looking, I guess. You could maybe test for his rotation, I don't know, but I just kind of did it this way. So this only works if you give it a set path to walk. It could be basically any shape, but the more complex your shape is, the more turns it has, the more settings you have to your rotation score, which basically means that you have to have a bigger system, because then if you want to make him walk in a square, you have to go for 4 directions. So we would have to make the score 1, 2, 3 and 4 and test in all of those directions, but that could work perfectly fine. It's just having one walk free is kind of hard because you don't always know his rotation. But I hope you enjoyed the video. There will probably be another video quite quick. I have some catching up to do with the snapshots. I did make a snapshot video, but it ended up not getting really uploaded because there were some rendering problems, something with the files. So I might just have to make another big one catching up with even more than that one, because there were a few snapshots that didn't change that much. and then altogether they were actually quite a lot, like enough for one video, but now even more has been added, like resummoning the Ender Dragon, boats, wings, all that kind of stuff, and I'll make a video on that really soon, hopefully. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.